Hello students, our next topic is structural representation of organic compounds. Means here we already come to know we have some organic compounds, okay? That how you are going to represent. Here we have we have several ways to represent the structure of the organic compound. In that here we have some specified types. First one we have Lewis structure or Lewis star structure. This one already we discussed in the what chemical bonding. So we are not going to discuss right now here. Next we have complete structure formulas. Second, third structure formulas. Next one we have bondline structure formulas. So we are going to discuss now three types of formulas right now. So first one what we have complete structural formulas. Now here if you see, so as you know very well here in this case what happened, the Lewis structure, okay, for example structure of according to Lewis what happened, if you draw the structure of methane means you are going to write the 4 valence electron of carbon, and like that you are going to show the what hydrogen means we have the 1 valency shell, okay. So like that you are going to show, okay, this is the what Lewis structure of methane. So in this now what happened here, so while writing the complete structure, so one here the whatever dots we have that we are going to show with the one line. One line indicate means one bond. As you know very well, one bond consists of 2 electron. Here you can see. So now if you write the complete structure formula of methane means here this is the what complete structure formula of methane, okay. This is the what means Lewis star structure, whatever the dots are there you are going to replace with the line. That line indicate means one bond. Here the Lewis structure however can be simplified by representing the 2 electron covalent bond by dash. So here what happened, 2 electrons indicate covalent bond, okay, that you are going to write with the word dash. Nothing but this dash indicate means what, bond. Such as structural formulas focus on the electron involved in the bond formation. So here this type of what is the use of this formula, structure formula means you can come to know how many electrons are involved in the bond formation. So here a single dash represents a single bond, double dash is used for double bond, and triple dash represent the triple bond. So best example here, as you know very well, alkane, alkene, alkyne, okay. So what happened here, we have the single dash, nothing but this one indicate means what, single bond. Here double dash, here we have 2 dashes means indicate double bond, 3 dashes indicate means triple bond. Lone pair of electrons on heteroatom like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogen may or may not be shown. Here what is that one? I will go further with the example. Here let us see the examples of, okay, representation of complete structural formulas representing the ethane, ethene, ethane and methanol. Here you can see ethane structure. You are going to write the word complete bonds. As I told, carbon valence has to be satisfied, okay. And the structure of what? Ethene. Next structure of what? Ethane. So here Lewis star structure what we are doing, simply we are writing the dot, okay. So simply we replace it with the word dash. That dash indicate means bond. Here you can see the structure of methanol, okay. In the structure of methanol, as you know very well, here oxygen having this lone pairs. This lone pairs you may or may not be shown. Here this is the point. Lone pair of electrons on heteroatom. What is the heteroatom means? In organic chemistry, other than carbon and hydrogen, we are considering as a what? Heteroatom, like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogen. These are all called as a what? Heteroatom means other than carbon, hydrogen. So may or may not shown. Here you can see, here in this structure we shown the lone pair, but in this we didn't show. So according to your wish you can show or you may not be shown. So this is about the what complete structure formulas. Next we have condensed structure formulas. In this structure formulas what we are doing means simply you are going to remove the bonds, okay. Here you can see this structure of ethane. Here we are writing the without any bonds. So let us see here. These structure formulas can be further abbreviated by omitting some or all of the dashes representing the covalent bonds and by indicating the number of identical groups attached to an atom by subscript. Okay, let us see here what is the meaning of up to here. So here if you see, this is structure of complete structural formulas of what? Ethane. Here you are showing the every bond. But condensed structure, what happened? You are going to omit. You are not going to show any bond. This one, okay? You are going to make condensed, means you are making some short. So this is the complete structure of ethane. It's become what? Condensed structure. Now, if structure of ethene, what happened here? You know very well. We have the 4 sigma bonds are there, 2 pi bonds are there. That you are going to write as a what? Like this. Or simply you can write as a like this also. Okay, CH2, CH2, like this. Both are acceptable. Mean simply you are going to omit the covalent bonds and you are going to write the structure, that is called what? Condensed structure formulas. So the resulting expression of the compound is called condensed structure formulas. So this is what? Complete structure formulas. This is what? Condensed structure formulas. Here you can see the ethane examples are there. Let us go for the other examples. Here this is structure of ethane, complete structure formulas. Now condensed structure formula, if you see, this is the structure of ethane, or you can go for the omitting the what? That triple bond also. Okay, simply you can write this like this also. So both are acceptable. So simply you know very well we are going to write a formula as well. C2H2 means ethylene. So this indicate means smart condensed structure formulas. Now here this is structure of methanol. This is a complete structure. Now if you go for the condensed structure, means you are not showing any bond. Simply you are writing the this group together CH3 and it's a functional group OH. Okay, what is a functional group, that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, next here we have point. Okay, now here I told by indicating the number of identical groups attached to an atom by subscript. What is the meaning of that one? Means let us go for the example now. Here you can see here, this is a molecule we have. Okay, in this if you see here, we have the similar groups like CH2, 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 like how many are there? Total 6. Okay, so that similar group simply we are writing as a subscript. So this is a 6 here. So this similar number of groups you are writing as a indicating with the bracket, and how many numbers are there, that you are going to write as a subscript. Okay, so that is the meaning of this one, means indicating the number of identical group attached to an atom by the subscript. So you are going to write a subscript as a what? 6. So we have total 6 CH2 group that you are writing as a what? Subscript. That is the meaning you are going to make the what? Short form. Next, the third one we have bond line structural representation. Here what is that one? Let us see here. In the bond line structural representation of organic compounds, carbon and hydrogen atoms are not shown and the lines representing carbon-carbon bonds are drawn in zigzag fashion. Okay, the only atoms specially written are oxygen, chlorine and nitrogen. Here what is the meaning of this one? Here this is structure of, here if you write the zigzag, okay, one up and down indicating carbon, means here we have the going to start, means this is a one carbon, 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 carbon. Okay, simply you are going to write the, mean this is a, we have the one covalent bond, this is a one covalent bond, another covalent bond, another covalent bond. Okay, this zigzag manner you are going to write. Here only if other than, means you are indicating means only carbon, hydrogen you are showing like this. If any other atom like oxygen, here you are going to represent. Let us see the molecule here. Here you can see this one. Okay, actually the structure of molecule is this one. Okay, CH3, CH2, oxygen, CH2 and CH3. Okay, this is the molecule, this is the actual structure of this one. So what you are doing, you are not going to show any carbon, hydrogen, simply you are writing the one zigzag like this. Okay, so this is like zigzag. Okay, means one up, one down, one corner, one term. Here you are taking the turning, means indicating one carbon we have. Okay, so here the terminal denotes CH3 groups unless indicate otherwise by functional group, while the line junction denote carbon atoms bonded to appropriate number of hydrogen required to satisfy the valency of carbon atoms. So what is the meaning of this one? Means here, here you have the terminal, mean nothing but last in one. This indicate means we have the CH3 groups. Okay, this is mean we have CH3 group here. So here what happened, if you see here the structure CH3 is there. Here this one corner means one zigzag you're taking the turn, means one carbon is there. Here this one oxygen and one carbon, and here already we have CH3. But here if you see here carbon valence is not satisfied. Okay, so you have to satisfy with the number of hydrogen atoms. So now I'm taking the CH2 now. carbon valence is 4 is satisfied. This is the first bond, second one, and 2 with the 2 hydrogen atom, 4 bonds satisfied. Here also carbon valence is not satisfied, so I am writing the word CH2. So what you have to do here, while the lines are denoted carbon atoms bonded to appropriate number of hydrogen atoms required to satisfy the valency of carbon. So to what, after drawing the each carbon atom, writing the each carbon atom, you have to satisfy with the what, hydrogen, to satisfy the carbon valency. So here terminal indicate what, we have the CH3 until, okay, if any functional group is there, that is different. Okay, about these structures, if I go for the example, you will come to know clearly. Okay, and these are the very important, you have to learn clearly, you have to get the clear idea on these structures, because further I am not going to write the detail, I am going to use the all this condensed and bond structures. I am not going to write the complete structure. Okay, so in next video I will upload the examples on the based on this structure representation.